Good morning, everyone. This is Sahi in grade 10.
And this is in grade 12. Welcome everyone to ISD's very first After Assembly, Gen Z Talk.
Gen Z stands for Generation Z, which refers to people who are born in 1995 and above and live in a world full of technology, information, and media, like us. The theme for this year's Gen Z Talk is Growing Up International, and we have 5 inspiring and talented speakers to give speeches about this theme.
Our first motivational speaker today is Gurkriti from grade 11, and she's going to give a speech about enjoy the Kung Pao, but hold on to your lentils.
Please welcome Gurkriti to the stage with a round of applause.
If you didn't understand what that sentence meant, you weren't supposed to. That was my grammar. Start. And it was time for dinner, and my auntie was looking at me with glistening eyes, curious to know what had been said, or at least if the message she wished to convey had been passed on to Grandma. It was time for dinner, and my grandma didn't seem too happy knowing that the lentils being yesterday were finished. This meant that my auntie would have to cook something new, and my grandma would tell her what to make. But then, of course, not everyone would be satisfied. Insisting on her to make the much-loved Chinese gung bao chicken, as I knew this would make everyone at home eat, including her, because Chinese dishes were her speciality. People often ask me whether I was born in China, or have any relatives that are Chinese. Some think I'm from Xinjiang, and say I have those da hei yanjing, big black eyes, or I've simply decided that I have some kind of ethnic relation to this country. When I tell them I'm not from here, I get these butterflies in my stomach, as if I'm lying to myself, or even worse, betraying someone. Because I have truly grown up here, and I have grown up international, thanks to this place, this country, and all of you guys. I woke up one morning thinking of all the friends I had made over the years, and I started counting them on my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the time I got to 5, I realized that I had made friends from a ton of different countries who spoke as many languages. But not just that. Anyone know what this word means? Well, I did. And I did it until I met this one girl who was mixed. Literally mixed. She had Czech dad and a Vietnamese mom. And whenever I looked at her, I always thought, is this what being international means? That you have to have it in your genes? Or is it acting as a symbol that's telling me that I can adopt many different cultures and embrace different identities? I'm Indian, but I'm not all Indian either. I feel I have all these numbers, like a recent phone call list, which gets longer every time I meet new people. My first phone call was India, then China, where I still stayed all this time. But I realized that even though I was living in the same place, I kept adding subheadings to the list, because I was meeting people from everywhere. And by the time I knew it, I had more phone calls for China than I had for India. What's your comfort food, Gurkriti? Well, when people ask me that question, I can't really give a precise answer. It's not the typical pot cocoa with marshmallows or chicken soup. It's kimchi when I'm angry, schnitzel when I'm upset, and pavlova when I'm happy. You'd laugh, but it really is. And every time I meet new people, or meet someone new, or spend time with someone, a part of me becomes where they're from. If somebody asked me my nationality today, I could say I'm an Indo, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Polish, German, American, British, Italian, Singaporean, Danish, who stayed in one place but seen the world. And when people look at me and say, you have an American accent, I always wonder if being international had an effect on me, and if I watched a little too many Disney movies when I was young. I'm fluent in at least 3 of the 4 languages I speak, or at least I hope I am. I feel gratitude towards my parents, knowing that all this evolvement of me, from a child to now a teenager, has been in the same place for over 15 years. Although I've spent my holidays traveling to the most fascinating places around the world. And I've visited over 20 countries. This is me in Greece, that's me in India, that's me at the Golden Temple in my hometown. But what I've learned is that I've still been able to hold tight to my heritage. And I'm still proud to say that I'm an Indian Sikh girl who prays every day, watches Bollywood movies, and sings Hindi songs once in a while. Ek noor te sab jag upjya, kaun pale ko bhande. The whole world has come to existence from the same light. So how can some be good and some be evil? This is what my Guru Granth Sahib, or the Holy Book, states. And I feel exuberant knowing that this has made me an Indo-Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Polish, German, Italian, Singaporean, Danish, and has given me the ability to accept that not everyone looks the same way or acts the same way as I do and values the same things. If it wasn't for this belief, then my whole building would have collapsed. A building from which I climb the floors, and as I climb up, I get exposure to new perceptions, new experiences, new people, new cultures. And when I reach the top and I look down, I see not one nation, but all these countries mixed together to make up my identity. Being a third culture kid isn't easy. And I'm sure you're all here because your parents decided to take the risk to work in a new country and meet new people and set up a new home. But don't ever forget that where you came from is the key to the lock, because it holds what brought you here, who you are now, and who you will be. And as for the next time, when I sit at the dinner table with my grandma, I'll understand why she has still held on to her lentils, and why she prefers her lentils over kung pao chicken, spaghetti, and all those dishes that we eat at home. Because at heart, she's still an Indian. Thank you.